deal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On first down, this is Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, it's Love. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And it's a fumble. Room here. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Eagles.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Right there, 54. Right there, 54, Mike. Go on. Come on, D. Check.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Looking long for his tight end. He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
54. I don't think you got it. Alert 3. Check. Fresno. Okay. Check 52.
Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At their 48.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, he gets it to Sims, complete. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a run with Geis. And an alley to run. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. 60-yard line. 54. Mike, 54. Here we go. He's checking. Come on. Check 4.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He wasn't ready.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 56 Leo. 56 is the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get it.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Running right, here's Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put that team on the butt. What's the six? Let's see. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check.
Here's Geis. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Slam. Watch the edge. Check three. Check. Lucky. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try the air now with Locke.
Intercepted. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
2nd down, Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Luck. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Philadelphia.
Check 43. X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
56, check 56.
On second and 7, Luck. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Luck. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Spawn. No. Check 3. Check. 56 to Mike. 56 is climbing.
Once again with Sanders. Now the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. Look at the spin. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
Brings up second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Haskins got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Open man. It's Vernon Davis. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
It's a gain of 11.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a handoff, Geis going right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Haskins now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Luck on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's complete to Sanders. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Bravo! I got you. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, 12. Strip that ball.
He'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Lott. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Check out. Right, 40. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Back to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Luck going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Alshon Jeffrey. Incomplete. It's third down and 4 yards to go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Antonio Callaway. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Redskins, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.